dudes, it's Demi, and today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of Disney's All-Star Movies Resort. This is a Disney Value Resort, so this is going to be one of the lower cost resorts to stay at if you want to stay on Disney property. I'm going to show you the entire resort. I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of staying here. I'm going to show you my room, and overall just have a very lovely day here at this very cute and fun value resort. So let's get into it, let's see everything, and let's go get into some hijinks. Disney's All-Star Movies Resort is a Disney Value Resort. This means that this will be one of the cheaper options to stay here on property at Walt Disney World. Before we go inside, to the left is Bell Services. Bell Services is great because if your room is not ready or you're checking out, you can leave your bags there and go to the parks or go wherever you'd like. Also, if you are resort hopping, Bell Services will bring your bags directly to the resort that you are staying at, and if your room is ready, they will bring your bag directly to your room. When you stay on property at Disney, you do get free transportation to the parks. Here at All-Star Movies, you only get bus transportation. There is no other form of transportation. Buses come in the morning, they come more often, and then they start to come a little less throughout the day, every about 20 minutes or so. And they go to all 4 parks, Disney Springs and Water Park. Let's head on inside the lobby. The way that this hotel is set up is that you have this lobby area here, and then there's different sections, and the rooms are motel style. When you first walk in, you have the check-in area. A lot of stuff here has been refurbished. I love all this new pictures with the updated version of the Mickey cartoons. But what's really great about staying on Disney property is if you have the My Disney Experience app, you don't even need to come over here. You can check in on the app. You can go directly to your room and use the app and your Magic Band as a key. At every Disney resort, they have around the lobby area like a TV playing with the Disney movie on. Right now they're playing the live action Cinderella, and they have a little seating area for you to watch. If you are not aware, there are 3 All-Star resorts. There is All-Star Music, Sports, and then we are in movies. I have a resort tour of All-Star Music. I will link it for you right here, but this is themed to movies. So you're gonna see a lot of like movie memorabilia. Like right now, here is a whole section for Star Wars. In the back left of the lobby is the merchandise location. It's Donald's Double Feature. And look, there is Dewey, his nephew, changing a light bulb. Here you can get some All-Star merchandise. There are no specific to All-Star movies. All the All-Stars have the same merchandise. So you can see here, sports, music, movies, repeat. They have the All-Star keychain, All-Star Resorts, the All-Star Resorts shot glass. Ooh, I didn't see this one before. This is a water bottle, and it has the music, the movies, the sports. This is really nice. It's $26.99, but that's really nice. Along with All-Star merchandise, there are also regular Disney merchandise, and I always recommend you coming and checking it out because sometimes like they throw things at the resorts that like you don't see in the parks anymore because it's old, and you might find something really cool. Along with that, they also sell things like board games here because you might do a pool day or a resort day and you want to like have fun. They also have like extra pool equipment, and they have like suntan lotion, anything you might have forgotten. They also carry full-size bags of like chips and donuts if you are going to stay here for a long period of time, or if you have a big family. They also have this little drugstore area, which is really, really good to have for an emergency. They also have bottles of alcohol in here, which is nice to know, and grab and go. And remember, if you're a Disney annual pass holder, get your waters here because this is a merchandise location, so you'll get your pass holder discount versus if you get it at I didn't mean water, but your drinks. Yeah, I drink only water. You get your drinks here because if you get it at the quick service location, you'll pay full price, but here it's merchandise, so you get your merchandise discount. And just want to quickly show you, you can also get to the transportation through the lobby, through that door by Donald's Double Feature. Let's keep walking down. So we have the Star Wars Hall of Fame box, and we also have these great photos on the wall here of different movies, like Cleopatra, we have Apollo 13, we have Forrest Gump. So definitely take a look at some of these. And then we have reached the world premiere food court, which is the dining location, the only dining location minus the pool bar, which we will see at this resort. Before we go in, they do have a caricature artist that comes from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So that's very cool. That will be right here. And they also have pressed pennies, which is really fun. They also have the collectible gold medallions, and right now I'm filming this during the 50th anniversary, so they have those. And they have the pressed pennies. They have Hunchback, 101 Dalmatians, Beauty and the Beast, Mickey and Friends, Toy Story. So that's really a fun little souvenir to get. Just like the rest of the resort, this is themed to movies, and it kind of looks like a giant movie theater in here, which is very, very fun. This food court does have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so you are covered for all of your meals. You can also get a refillable resort mug for $19.99 for your stay, and you can only use this at the resort. You cannot refill when you are in the park. So right now I'm filming this during breakfast. They have some breakfast sandwiches. They have their classic Mickey waffles and eggs and bacon. There's also plant-based Mickey waffles. Look how good they look, oh my god. There's a whole grab and go section with cereal, chips, cookies, some pre-wrapped pastries. We also have more drinks in here, some more alcohol in here. There's some pre-packaged salads in here as well, and fruit and parfaits and milks. Over here they have, again, just like platters. I guess it's just like a different option. So there's like an ham and cheese omelet, chipotle, seitan. I don't know what that is. I guess if you don't want Mickey waffles and eggs, this is your alternative. And over here it looks like some pastries. Yep, and right now they're actually themed to the 50th anniversary. This is very cool. So in the back there's like this old camera here. They also have a TV back here as well, playing Lilo and Stitch right now. But this is the kids corner, and they have paper for kids to color with, which is really, really great. They also do have a microwave and toaster here if you are bringing your own food or if you need to heat something up that you get here. Lastly, they do have some fresh fruit and some little Rice Krispie treats. And now I'm gonna go over the lunch and dinner menu. Okay, here's what they do for lunch. They have like chicken parm, pasta, meatballs, pizza. There's burgers, there's salmon, turkey, not salmon, turkey, salmon and turkey. There's chicken dishes. There's, mostly burgers, chicken sandwiches. So your basic like American food, theme park food. It's here for you if you're doing a resort day. It's not going to be the best food in the world, but it's here. It's here if you don't feel like going anywhere, or if you're going to sit by the pool and you need something to eat. It is 100% here for you. I didn't know you could pin trade here too. That's so cool. And get your celebration buttons. That's awesome. Thank you. After the food court, we do have some more photos. Definitely take a look at that. And that's funny that there is not another Hall of Fame box. There's nothing in there right now. But then if we turn around, we have the Real Fun Arcade. This is a really nice arcade. They have the machines here so you can get what you need to play the games. They even have a photo booth. There's skee ball, driving games. There's this giant Pac-Man. There's air hockey, pinball, basketball. Yeah, this is super fun. They even have massage chairs, which that is the best game of all after a long day at Disney, in my opinion. Also, right in front of the Real Arcade, there is an ATM. They also have the fuel rods here. Fuel rods are, if you pay for it, they're going to be fully charged chargers. I personally don't like them because they only go up to 30%, but then you swap them and they're recharged, but now you have to like pay for the swapped ones. So to me, they're not worth it. I would just get a big brick. And they also do the souvenir ID tags for like the dog tags, where you can personalize dog tags, and they're really sweet and they're really nice souvenir to take home. Y'all, there is stuff in here, but it's so faint I couldn't even see it, and it's my favorite thing in the entire world, the Muppets. Okay, excuse me. If you're gonna have the Muppets in here, which 100% you should, you make them more clear than anything ever. Okay? This is a crime against humanity that you can barely see that that's the Muppets. All right, now let's walk outside and we're gonna see the pool and all of the different sections of the hotel. So when you first walk outside, you are hit in the face with the main pool. This is the Fantasia pool, and you are in the Fantasia section. This whole section right here, you can see the larger than life broom, you know, with the buckets from the movie Fantasia. You can see Sorcerer, Mickey, right in the center of the pool. Pool hours for every pool here are from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. But the Fantasia pool here is the one with the pool activities. Here is where they do Movie Under the Stars. Every Disney resort does this. Every movie they put up a big projector and they play a Disney movie, and it's really fun. Okay, so before you hit the Toy Story section, I actually didn't know this. This is called the Real Spot. And this is actually where they do their Movie Under the Stars, because normally in every other Disney resort, at least I've been to, which has been many, most of them, they do it at the pool. But they have their own like indoor covered section. It's like not like indoor, but it's like covered. That's pretty cool. And they have like chairs. That's really nice. And fans. That's so much better than sitting on the ground in the heat of Florida. Each day is different here, so definitely come and check when you're here what they're doing. Some things are extra, like when you see that means it's extra. So like if you wanted to make a Mickey tie-dye, that costs extra, but check out what the schedule is. And if you're doing a pool day, definitely come to this pool to not miss out on the pool activities. They also do a campfire here every night from 5 to 6:30 p.m. and I will show you where that will be in a few minutes. Silver Screen Spirits is the only pool bar and the only bar period here at All-Star Movies. And you know, it's also not open right now, it's too early, but they do margaritas, they do like fun little cocktails, they do frozen margaritas, they do frosé, they have draft beer, they have wines, and then they have some non-alcoholics like smoothies. They have a Dole Whip smoothie, which is really cool. So yeah, and this is the only bar, and it's right here by the Fantasia pool. All right, let's take a deeper look into the Fantasia section. So this is the main pool. There is also a kiddie pool here, extremely shallow kid pool in here, and it looks like this is meant to be like a splash area, but it's not on right now. And right by the kiddie pool area is where guest laundry and restrooms are for this section. There's a lot of people in there, so I'm not going to film in there and get in everybody's business, but they do, and each section they do have a machine with a vending machine with laundry detergent and dryer sheets, and usually an actual vending machine too with snacks and drinks. Closer look at the Fantasia pool. Each pool will have some life jackets. This does have a lot of lounge seating. The pool starts at 3 feet and looks like the deepest rather is 5 foot point five. Oh, it's actually 5 foot 1.5 meters, so it's a little more than 5 feet, and it's pretty big. And you have Mickey splashing you all the time, which is kind of fun, I guess. I particularly don't like that. And this is going to be your loud pool. This is again where the pool activities are. And so if you're staying in this section, this is the preferred room section because you're closest to the main lobby, the bus transportation, the main pool, but you're also going to have it's going to be a little bit louder because you're going to have the music playing and, probably screaming children. So as you know, each All-Star is themed to a different, thing. So this one is movies, so each section is themed to a different movie. And as I said, this is the Fantasia section, so it's themed to Fantasia. And in each section, in each All-Star, they have these big, larger-than-life, like statues that welcome you to each section, each movie section. So we are in Fantasia. We have the big brooms. We have the sorcerer's hat. We have this big Jack-in-the-Box, and the toy soldiers. And then at the end of each section, it's like book-ended. Get it? And again, it's actually an actual book this time with so that it's the beginning or end of a section. So here at Fantasia, they have the book Fantasia, but what's so funny is one side has just Fantasia and the other side has Fantasia 2000. Remember when I talked about that campfire? Well, between the Fantasia buildings behind the pool, you'll see Donald and Daisy here, and this is where the campfire happens. So all I did was walk straight back behind the pool, and now we are hitting the Lovebug section. Herbie the Lovebug. Right now there's like a cheerleading squad right over there by the winner circle where you can take a photo op with Herbie. So I'm not going to go over there, obviously, but they have like a big trophy in Herbie where you can take a photo. The All-Stars are where like a lot of groups come to stay. Like there's a marching band like over there by the giant Herbie coming out of the wall, which is an amazing photo op, by the way. And at the time of recording, All Star Sports has not reopened, so usually like teams stay at sports and stuff, but because of that, I guess a lot of people are staying here. Oh look, there's the other half of Herbie. How cute is that? So I don't want to get in anybody's way, but I will show you as much as I can. So if you don't know what Herbie the Lovebug is, he is like basically a magical car. He is a racing car. He's a love bug, and he drives itself. You may have seen the reboot version back like 10 plus years ago with Lindsay Lohan, and they're really sweet movies. I recommend the originals. They're on Disney Plus, and here they're lined with like car equipment, wheels, and Herbie is obviously again flying in and out of the buildings, which I think is really sweet. And if again, I don't want to like get up all in anybody's face over there, but the winter circle area is a really sweet photo op area. But that's really it over here in this section. So we're gonna walk back up by the lobby, and then we're gonna head toward Toy Story. Oh, and their building entry and exit is a film mark where it says Herbie the Lovebug, and director is Mickey. Look at that. How cute is that? And if you are staying in the Lovebug section, you would be using the Fantasia guest laundry for laundry. And I guess your closest pool would be the Fantasia pool. Okay, I'm back by the front, by like the lobby and in front of the Fantasia pool. So if you're standing in front of the Fantasia pool, facing the Fantasia pool, we're gonna head now to the left. And this is gonna be toward the Toy Story section. Before we hit the Toy Story section, there's going to be this little path, and it's going to be behind like the kiddie pool area, and it's a playground. It's a pretty big playground, but unfortunately, parents, it's covered in sand. I know I personally would not like having that because sand gets everywhere, but at least the playground is here, and it's pretty big. Okay, finally made it to Toy Story Land. You know this by the bucket of toy soldiers at the very front. Look how cool, and they're on the top of the building. On the building you have the Toy Story clouds and the sheriff badges. Clearly I fit the area here. No, but like, look. When you first walk in, there's benches and there's a ping pong. There's actually 2 ping pong tables. This is dope. This is a huge photo opportunity with RC Racer. Like you can get inside RC. I have to get inside. Okay, dreams are coming true right now. Dreams are actually coming true right now that I am inside RC Racer. I love this. Oh, you know, it's funny. Remember when I was like, there's clouds and the sheriff badges over here, but on this side, there's clouds and space stuff. And that's because on this side, we have a giant Buzz, and on this side, a giant Woody. I'll get closer. But first, you walk through Andy's room, because you're the size of a toy, so it's huge. How cute is this? How have I never like done this? How have I never been over here? Like, how amazing is this? Dreams are coming true. Oh my gosh. Buzz is ginormous and it's amazing. And look, the blocks even spell out his name. I don't mean to laugh, but like Woody looks so annoyed or like unimpressed. He just looks like I am forced to be here. Oh, look, on this side there's a big window. That's so cool with the clouds. On the ground is a giant checkers game, and it has Mickey on it. Can you move them? I doubt it. No, of course not. And you have this great photo op with Rex and Bo Peep. Okay, now we're gonna walk out of Andy's room and head back to the Fantasia pool. I didn't realize that also this Toy Story section guest would also use the Fantasia pool and guest laundry as well. Okay, we are back at the pool, and now we're gonna head to the right to see the last 2 sections of the resort, and we're gonna see my room. Here is the 101 Dalmatians section. It is presented to you by Pongo and Perdita, larger than life. They are so cool. Plus a bunch of Dalmatians all over the railings on the building, and you have this really cool photo op right here where you can go stand behind the TV and have the Dalmatian watch you on TV, because isn't that like the best scene in that movie when they're all just like watching TV? Isn't dogs watching TV just like the cutest thing in the world when they're watching the Canine Crunchies commercial? And then there's these great like bones all over the ground, and it says they Canine Crunchies. I just realized it says Canine Crunchies, and they're all over the ground. That's really it in this section, but it's very cute, and I love 101 Dalmatians, and I love the photo op. Definitely do that if you're here. I just noticed at the very top of the building, there's Jasper, there's Cruella in her car, and then on the other building is Horace. Plus, in true doggy fashion, at the very ends of the section are fire hydrants, very big fire hydrants. Well, I mean, look at the size of Pongo and Perdita. Like, they're gonna need a big fire hydrant to go to the bathroom on. We have made it to my favorite section and where I am staying, the Mighty Duck section. I was so hyped when I found out that I was staying in the Mighty Duck section. I love the Mighty Ducks, one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, and it's just so cool, and I love that this is still here because it feels like it's something that is old that Disney would probably replace with some like newer IP, but I'm glad it's here. Let's look around. The Mighty Duck section has 2 buildings. They have the great hockey masks on the facade, so you have buildings 3 and 5, and you have the Mighty Ducks pool, and here is their laundry and bathroom for the pool, and look how cool. Look how cool it looks. It looks just like the Mighty Ducks. It makes me so happy. There's this great scoreboard, but it's actually just a big clock, but it looks so cool. And then of course we have the pool. Let's go check it out. Big pool goes from like 3 feet to 5 feet, lots of lounge seating, life jackets for kids. There's a couple of tables, not that many, like I see 4, 5, 6, 7 tables. You have this amazing photo op with Goofy as a Mighty Duck goalie, and it's just absolutely wonderful, and that's really it. But it's like a cool themed pool to one of the best Disney movies in my opinion. And yeah, that's basically the section. You have the big hockey sticks with the Mighty Ducks and the hockey pucks on with the logos on the hockey pucks, and I think they're just so cool looking. And they have the goals on the sides of the buildings, and I just really love it. I hope they never take this away because I know, like I said before, this is an old movie. But now it's time to go see the room. We're going to be in building 3, which is this one. And I actually filmed my room tour last night before I destroyed the room, so I'm going to throw it back to Demi from last night. Just got off the elevator. My room is to the right, and just so it happens to be is the ice machine and the vending machine, and there's one on each floor. And sometimes the vending machine is like a soda machine, and sometimes it's a snack machine. So like check each floor if you want one versus a different one. Here's my room, 3929. I used the app to unlock it, and now I can just use my Magic Man to unlock it. I haven't even been inside here yet, but here it is, and here is my luggage waiting for me because I was at a different resort last night, and luggage service moved it to my room for me, which is really cool. If your room is not ready, they leave it at luggage service, and then you can go pick it up, but they brought it here for me, so let's check out the room. Okay. First walk in, we have a big window here. We have a sheer curtain. Well, it's not like sheer. Look how big this window is. And then we have our blackout curtain as well. On the wall, we have temperature control. It was at 70. I just changed it to 69. It was a little warm in here. Next, we have our little kitchenette area. There's some shelving here. We have our coffee maker, our ice bucket, and then hopefully, okay, good. We have our Joffrey's in-room coffee and tea with our creamer and our cups and lids and regular plastic cups. Below that, we have our mini fridge. And I'm going to point out that at the Valley Resorts, these mini fridges, they're all like this, how they don't have any door storage, but at moderate resorts and above, they do have door storage. We have this great light, and we have our bins, and now we have our TV, big TV, and our dresser. Our remote is wrapped up, which means it is cleaned. There's even a whole thing about enhanced cleaning. When we open up this cabinet here, we have our safe, we have a shelf, we have another big shelf and another shelf there, and a pillow. So this is a little bit different than some of the other resorts, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And then we have 3 drawers, pretty decent. And then we have this whole little empty section here to put stuff and some hooks. On this side of the room, we have a floating shelf here. And if you're like, why is there a random floating shelf? Well, you see this thing right here, you do have it that it can be just like this cute little table and chair setup, but if you move the chairs and pull this down, it's a bed. It's a Murphy bed. So let's pull it down. As you saw, super simple. I only used one hand, and then you get this really great poster behind it with Huey, Dewey, and Louie from DuckTales, and we have them playing soccer, we have them signing autographs, we have them singing, and then we have them sleeping. And now you'll understand why there's a bunch of pillows over on this bed. It's because it is for this bed. There is also a light here as well. Next, we have a center floating shelf with our phone. There are 2 light switches. This light switch is for above the Murphy bed, and then this light switch is for this reading light. And then we have this wonderful photo of Mickey, Minnie, and Donald. And we have this bed and another floating shelf. And I love that the floating shelves have a cubby. And then this side also has a reading light. Underneath the bed has a lot of room, so it's really great for luggage storage. The bathroom area has a separate vanity area and a bathroom area, and it has this sliding door to totally close it off from the main room, which is really great. In the vanity area, we have our little tiny bitty closet. We have 1 shelf up there. It's really small, so if you're here with a lot of people and you need closet space, just be aware that there's really not that much. Like, I can fit in here, but like that's how much room. It fits 1 person. We have some cubby storage up here. We also have some extra tissues and toilet paper. We have a full-size blow dryer for a value resort. That's really awesome. We have an iron, tissues, and then a full ironing board. On this side, we have a magnifying mirror, and we have our H2O face soap, big lit up mirror, and a single sink. There's some cubby storage here and some hand towels. Next, we have the actual bathroom part, and there's a sliding door, and it has a full-length mirror. In here we have some big towels. We have our bath mat, our toilet, and more big towels. We have a lot of towel racks and hooks. And we have in here our H2O body wash, shampoo, conditioner, a little extra shelf here, a bathtub, and we have, that is the shower head, and then we have that right there. If you pull it and hook it over there, it becomes a clothesline to dry clothes. And now it's my favorite part of my resort tours, the outlet sitch. Outlets are so important because our devices are kind of everything at this point in life, right? And we need to make sure we have enough outlets to charge all of our devices. So I'm gonna go around the room and count up all of the outlets, and we're gonna see if it gets the Hijinx outlet seal of approval. By the first floating shelf, we have 2 regular outlets, 2 USB, and actually underneath we have 1 additional regular outlet. At the center floating shelf, 2 regular outlets and 2 USB. And on the last floating shelf, 2 regular outlets, 2 USB. 2 regular outlets in the vanity area, 2 regular outlets underneath the hooks, 2 regular outlets, 2 USB on the right side of the dresser, and 2 and 2 on the left, and finally 2 regular outlets by the coffee maker. So there is a total of 15 regular outlets and 10 USBs for a total of 25 charging stations. Wow. I'm honestly incredibly impressed with the room renovation in general, but that is a very good number for charging stations, so this is definitely getting the Hijinx outlet seal of approval. And finally, the last thing we need to do. I am going to sleep in this bed tonight, and I will let you know in the morning, or if I forget to record that, I will write it right here of how I slept tonight. But the bed right now feels comfortable, so we'll see how it goes. Good morning. I remembered to do this. I slept really good. The bed was really, really firm. And look, this is the view from my room. You can actually see All-Star Music right across the street. It's not really a view. There's a street and All-Star Music. But no, very comfortable. Everything feels very new in there and very clean. And it was, for a value resort, like they really stepped up that room. I absolutely had a great time in that room. Well, my dudes, that was my tour of Disney's All-Star Movies Resort. I had a really lovely stay. It was a short stay, but a lovely stay. It's funny, I didn't realize that this resort only had 2 pools versus music that had 3. Definitely check out the difference between movies and music. I love that I got to stay in the Mighty Ducks section. That made me so happy. I love the Mighty Ducks. Not that it's like the room is themed to it, but just to be in the section was fun. You know, everything here is pretty basic, but for me, who doesn't really hang out at the resorts, you know, if I'm staying here for vacation, then I think it's a great option if you're trying to save money. You know, I don't do, like personally, I don't do pool days, and if I did, I think the pools are super fun here and nice. I personally probably wouldn't dine here unless I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna get something quick to eat. Definitely, it's definitely here just to, you know, have the little fun Disney atmosphere. I love all that it feels. I love the larger than life stuff that's all around you. It does feel very immersed in Disney, like you feel like you're still on, like in Disney when you're here, versus some other properties when you stay. It's definitely like there's a lot of kids here, lots of families here, team sports here, so there's always like a lot going on. It's always very busy here, so just be aware of that when you come. But I think it's a fun resort, and I think especially if you get a great price, like I think it's like a no-brainer. I think between, so far I've stayed in music and movies. Honestly, like there's like very little like difference in them versus, you know, it's really just like an extra pool. I think I kind of liked, for some reason, I kind of like movies a little more, maybe because I just liked Mighty Ducks. I don't really know. There's really like no reason for it. It's just kind of like your preference. Both are very similar. The room renovations are wonderful, and they're both very, very similar. The beds are very comfortable. I had a great time here. I had and you know, there's really no complaints about it. And I love that, like, even though like it's what I don't like about Disney resorts in general, though, is that everything is outside, and Florida weather, like it rains a lot. So that's my only complaint about Disney resorts, about value resorts especially, or most Disney resorts. You're not inside a building. You have to go be outside with your luggage, and you could possibly get stuck in the rain. But at least here, it's, even though I was in the furthest section, it's not far at all. It was not a far walk at all. So I enjoy it here. I think it's a great option if you want to stay on property and if you want to save money and go to Disney. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit your bell notifications so you don't miss anything that goes on this channel. Follow me on Instagram at Magical Hijinx. Check out my Patreon to become a patron. You'll get exclusive bonus videos, and you'll help me to be able to continue to be creating great content here on this channel. And until next time, my dudes, I hope you guys get into some hijinks very, very soon. Bye-bye.